The first episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi begins with a 4-minute recap of the prequel trilogy, which I wish I'd known before I decided to rewatch them. Although, to be fair, episode 3 was a lot better than I remembered. Then we start with a flashback to episode 3, as Jedi younglings flee from a clone attack. Given the recent school shooting in America, it might have been better to delay that scene for a few weeks. It's not even really relevant to the plot of the first two episodes. But given America's obsession with guns, it is quite likely there'll be another school shooting a few weeks later anyway. So, what could they have done? After that, the story proper starts, and we're back on Tatooine, because we really haven't seen every square inch of that planet yet. A group of Inquisitors have come looking for a fugitive Jedi. What they don't know is that Obi-Wan Kenobi is already there, and the fugitive Jedi comes asking for his help.
Master Kenobi, alas, I found you. I'm sorry, I think you have me confused with someone else. No, it's definitely you, Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars. No, my name is Ben. And what's your surname? Well, it's Kenobi, but that's a very common name on Tatooine. Look, you have to help me. I'm desperate. Well, I can get you a job in a meat packing factory if I pull a few strings. What? No way! Oh, well, I can't help you there. Just try not to get strung up. That'll make me feel really guilty and lead me to make some bad decisions in the future. Good luck.
Then, surprisingly, the story moves to Alderaan, and we meet young Princess Leia, because that's exactly what viewers of an Obi-Wan Kenobi series want to see, apparently. She soon gets kidnapped, and her father asks Kenobi for his help.
How did you find me? I traced the homing beacon given off your location. What? Yeah, you were lucky the Empire didn't check that frequency for the past 10 years. Look, I can't help you find your daughter. I'm old and tired. I just want to do my job, go back to my cave, spy on little boy for a few hours, and then go to bed. That's my life now. And I love it. Anyway, you're a senator. Don't you have security guards for that sort of thing? Oh, they're useless. She escapes from them all the time. Oh, spirited little thing, is she? Oh, yeah. Some people might call her an annoying little brat. Not me, obviously. I'm her father, and I love her. But if the Emperor got hold of someone like that and trained her in the dark side, well... Good point. I'll grab my lightsaber and be on my way.
Kenobi pursues the kidnappers to Dayun, a grim industrial planet. He seeks help from someone who claims to be a Jedi.
So, you're a Jedi, is that right? Yep, that's me. Big time Jedi. Use the Force. Do or do not. There is no try. Live long and prosper. Okay, maybe not that one. Well, for your sake, I hope you are. Jedi are the most wanted people in the Empire. You'd be mad to impersonate one. Well, it's a good job I'm not faking it then. What can I do for you? I'm looking for a little girl. She's been kidnapped. Oh, her! Oh, I know exactly where she is. Oh, and you didn't try to help her? Not much of a Jedi, are you? No, I heard she's pretty annoying. I really don't want her tagging along with me.
He soon finds young Leia and is stuck with her for the rest of the episode. And knowing our luck, probably the entire series. The Inquisitors catch up to them, and just when you think there's going to be an epic lightsaber fight, there isn't, and Kenobi and Leia escape. It's a bit of a letdown, but there's still 4 episodes left, I guess. I wasn't sure what to expect from this series. I thought maybe Obi-Wan would be going on an adventure with young Luke, maybe meeting Jabba the Hutt or some of the other prequel characters. I was not expecting young Leia to show up, especially after Kathleen Kennedy had promised not to do any more young versions of classic characters. She's basically written the exact same way as grown-up Leia was, which makes her seem incredibly precocious and annoying. But I guess we're stuck with her for the rest of the series. They're going for a whole Mandalorian and Baby Yoda vibe with Kenobi and Leia. And I have a horrible feeling they may be setting her up for a young Leia spin-off series, which would be the first live-action Star Wars show that I would be tempted to skip. On the plus side, Ewan McGregor gives a much better performance here than he does in the prequels. His character is pretty much a blank slate there, but now he's had 10 years of angst to deal with, and it shows on his face in every scene. Particularly strong is the scene where he finds out Vader is still alive, and you just know there's a confrontation coming. The main antagonists so far are the Inquisitors, who've come straight from the Star Wars Rebel cartoons. And they do look pretty cool, but most of the evil stuff they do is left off screen. For example, the stringing up and killing of the Jedi Knight on Tatooine. It's possible they filmed that scene, but Disney thought it was too dark and replaced it with more scenes of young Leia. But the show is still rated 12 on Disney Plus, so it's not meant for kids anyway. Let's hope this does not continue. Visually, it all looks pretty good. It doesn't have the wow factor that The Mandalorian did, but maybe we're just getting used to this sort of thing now. The planet of Dayu is an interesting new setting for Star Wars. It looks more like a cyberpunk city with neon and smoke and dark clouds permanently in the sky. But despite the potential of the setting, it's not used particularly well. It's all kind of dark and drab, and the action scenes aren't very good. It's mainly just chasing a little girl around. You would expect lots of cool Jedi fight scenes from this show, but so far Obi-Wan hasn't even switched on his lightsaber. I assume they're saving that for an important moment, but so far it just makes the show feel a little bit cheap. Overall, it hasn't been a great start to the series. To be honest, the only reason is to keep watching McGregor's performance and the possibility of a Vader Kenobi reunion. Maybe this show would have been better as a movie after all, instead of stretching it out over 6 episodes. But we'll see what happens. I could be wrong. Next week, I might do another Kenobi video if there's enough material to talk about. Otherwise, there's Stranger Things to go over, or there's new series of The Boys on the Orville starting. So, there's plenty of options. If you want to find out what I do, why not subscribe? And I'll see you around.